Guys, welcome back to my podcast, Domination Worldwide. I am the host, Dominic Arsenal, and today our special guest is Gabe Elias with EV Construction.
Yeah, EVM Home Improvement and Painting.
Yep. Home Improvement and Painting.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of funny how we met. We met on social media. I think Gabe found me on there with, friends with a couple other mutual friends from the gym, being in town, and I think kind of, you liked my lifestyle, how I operate, and just my drive.
Yeah, just reached out to you, and literally last week, and now we're here.
Absolutely. Bro, that's kind of the impression that I'm trying to give off, is just, putting myself with good people and disciplining yourself and just challenging every hour throughout the day.
100%.
Because, that's what separates, I guess, lions from the sheep, and just being the best. If you don't challenge yourself or, set goals, where are you going to be? Kind of in the same spot. And it's when people complain, I can't stand it. Well, sometimes there's a reason for their complaining, but if they don't do nothing about something and still complaining, it's like
nothing's going to change.
Nothing's going to change. So it's kind of funny how we met up the other day, had some good lunch, first time meeting, just to kind of market and network. And that was a good little lunch, by the way, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit about, I guess, your background, kind of what you do in your business. And how your business operates, and kind of just all parties.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, my man.
No problem.
It's a pleasure. So, yeah, I'm a co-owner of EVM Home Improvement and Painting. My partner's name is LJ Van Mool.
Right on.
We started off with an internship that kind of taught us how to run our own business, and it was through a painting business. College internship, did that for 2 years. I ended up doing really well, getting some newspaper articles, doing good, for the company, bringing them a lot of money. I loved it, and it kind of made me realize like entrepreneurship's what I wanted to do. This was like 2021, so 21-year-old in college running a six-figure business. I was like, damn, I could do this. So year 2 was cool because I was able to recruit some of my buddies, kind of coach them, mentor them, learn how to scale. Whereas year 1 was just like running my own little branch, and it was painting. So they mentored us, coached us how to run our own painting, business. Did that for 2 years, did very well, learned a lot, lots of ups and downs, but it was a great experience. And I was like, it's time for me to run it up and do my own thing. So ended up opening up, at the time it was Elias Home Improvement. It was for me, and then my partner joined me. So we rebranded to EVM, Elias Van Mool.
Love that.
And painting. Painting's our bread and butter. We're slowly, expanding to like the remodeling side of things.
Absolutely.
Which is, that's where the money's at for sure.
Yeah.
But growing up my whole life, my father's been in the construction industry, his whole life. So I never thought I would get into it. He always pushed me to do CTE and try to get my license in plumbing. If actually plumbing, electrical, it's funny. And I was always like, no. I always just wanted to do business or go to college and do like finance, right? Like all these kids, finance. What do you study in finance? But it's like you end up going to school and you end up not even knowing what you want to do. But that's how I got started. I did the internship. It really taught me what I was capable of doing, and I ran with it, started my own thing, and now we're year 2 of EVM Home Improvement. This is year 2. So
congrats, man. Hey, that's an awesome feeling.
Yes, sir.
I saw your social media.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a ton of followers on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
You're going to have to teach me your ways because I usually get one follower every freaking 3 days.
That's funny.
I don't want to get blown up with 10, 20 a day.
Yeah. No, it's
So I know you're really good at being loud. Freaking, that's killer. I'm kind of the same way, but hey, some people just have a little better talent with it.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Right on. Did you go to college?
I went to college. So my first 2 years of college, I graduated high school from Leominster High, 2019.
Right.
Graduated college. I was class of 2023, but graduated like a semester late, which brought me to 2024, whatever. But went to Providence College my first 2 years as a finance major. And then 2021 was when COVID hit. So fall semester got cut a little short, spring semester got cut short of my freshman year. And then sophomore year was all online, all remote. So I was taking classes, out of my basement in my room. was going through some tough times that a lot of people did around that time period too with COVID, and going through some things. I almost dropped out of college. I was like, I didn't like what I was doing. I was honestly just cheating on all the exams like everyone that's, you're in class on Zoom, like you're not learning anything.
Were you always really good with the books and everything like that?
I've always been good at, I'd say I've always been good at school. I've always been a hard worker.
Grades and shit?
Yeah, good grades, but straight from work, like hard work.
That's just it.
I was never naturally smart.
Of course not.
Like I have buddies that would just sleep in, go to school, pass the exam. Like I was studying hours before. So
I was the same way. I had to go to freaking all the, extra help, bullshit, freaking.
So I mean, I definitely got a good GPA in high school. Applied to like 15 colleges, first generation. Got into all my schools. Ended up going to Providence because they offered me the best scholarship, best package. So like I said, did it for 2 years, and then COVID time, I almost dropped out. I went through a little like quarter life crisis, I like to say it.
Yeah.
I almost dropped out. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was kind of freaking out when I pulled the trigger, transferred over to Bridgewater State to do phys ed, physical education, to be a gym teacher. So huge change.
Yeah. Because you said first you started with finance.
Yep.
And then you switched over to the phys ed.
So I was scared, pulling that trigger and making that change, because I was like, what if this doesn't?
Where at the time did you get into the whole student painters? That was after the college?
So this is where the story gets interesting. This is it's a good part of my story is I transferred to Bridgewater State after my spring semester of my sophomore year. So I did fall online at Providence College. Mm-hmm. Pulled the trigger, transferred to Bridgewater State that spring semester, still online.
Yeah.
Because it's COVID. But while I was in the process of transferring, I landed the internship with Student Painters.
I see.
And what's funny is I got an email, responded to it. Long story short, I'm transferring schools. They reached back out to me. I ended up landing the internship. I'm like, screw it. I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was good money. And so it was funny because at the time, a lot of people were asking me like, so are you still doing business? Like I thought you just transferred to, I thought you wanted to be a gym teacher, and now you're doing this internship. So it was kind of like mix and match, but I ran with it, and I'm thankful for it, because that's what, I learned a lot, and that's what made me realize like entrepreneurship is what I want to do forever. I want to work for myself.
Buddy, 100%.
Yeah.
The freedom you get, and being able to set your own schedule, not having to make a clock every day. And asking someone if you want to go away or leave early is the best thing in the world.
Thing in the world, it is. Yeah.
100%. That's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
So how old are you right now?
I'm 24. Just turned 24. Feeling old.
Young buck.
You're old, huh? You're getting old.
I'm 28, bro. I'm not trying to rush my 20s.
Yeah.
But they're happening too quickly. I still remember when I was 24, and I love just bragging or just being like, Look what I have. Look what I have. I'm on top of the world at this age. But every year it was just win. Get you another thing, and
There's
you just
levels.
feel stronger. But I'm not going to feel as much of a badass.
Yeah.
When I'm turned 30, just because I feel like the competition gets harder then.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, 24. So still pretty young, obviously. Especially for what I'm doing.
That's just it. So 24 years old, and then what age were you like 22 that you started getting into student painters?
I said 21 I started this whole business thing. And I'd say like 20 because I started a little personal training business too.
Yeah.
I've always been into fitness, playing football growing up, and always been into fitness and sports, which is one of the reasons for transferring to do phys ed too.
Yeah.
It's like sports, good with kids, whatever. But so that's kind of at 20 years old I started.
Is your genes like? Is everyone in your family kind of built like that? Or is
honestly,
that just from freaking the?
No, I mean,
consistency.
There's definitely hard work and consistency, but I'm Brazilian. Brazilians have pretty good genes.
Of course.
My brothers are all. My brother's 18. His arms are huge.
Oh no shit.
My younger brother, he's 15. He's got it definitely good
But obviously throughout the years you saw the growth and
for sure, definitely good genetics, but you can only go so far with it, I
just got into the gym probably about a year ago. Yeah. My whole life I was kind of in and out. I'd do like a month or two, and just trying to fit it into my schedule with work kind of being that clock. It was so tough. It was kind of like having a dog, because I'm working out in the city. Yeah. I didn't have time to you can't leave that dog at home all day, sitting in the crate or whatever. Yeah. So kind of all of that getting into the fitness, getting that dog and shit like that, I kind of all fell into when I, wanted my own and could make my own hours.
100%.
So being able to bring your dog to work is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, bring the dog to the gym. Screw it,
No, exactly. I mean, how do you feel with fitting in, I guess, the gym in your schedule, your whole day to day? Tell us about your day to day.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely chaotic. I mean, I came here straight from boxing.
Do you have the same schedule?
Not every day.
No.
I definitely, with the business growing and scaling at the rate that it is now, it's definitely getting crazy. It's a good problem to have. Mm-hmm. I'm blessed for it. Definitely got to, kind of sit down and do a little time audit, personal time audit, move some things around. But day to day, I mean, I take care of all the business side of things. For EVM, my partner LJ takes care of like the production, operations, fulfillment side of things. So he's managing our guys. He's going job site to job site, interacting with the customers, making sure the jobs get completed and we get paid. And then I'm kind of, I'm doing the sales, I'm doing the marketing, the branding, partnerships. I'm making the noise. I'm trying to really grow and scale this thing for us.
Right on.
So it's